Loves, welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time on my channel, hello, my name is Joy, and on this channel I talk about skincare, beauty tips and wellness. So if this sounds interesting to you, please make sure you hit that red subscribe button to get subscribed to my channel, and also turn on the notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video. And to my subscribers that keep coming back to watch my videos, thank you guys so much. Now in today's video we're looking at Tretinoin. What is Tretinoin? Now Tretinoin is a very powerful product, powerful cream. You see it all over TikTok, Instagram. However, most people do complain about how Tretinoin spoils their skin, damage their skin. Tretinoin is not treating their skin as it's supposed to. So in this video I'll be telling you guys why you're reacting to Tretinoin. So we're going to be looking at what is Tretinoin, what is Tretinoin used for, the do's and don'ts of Tretinoin, how to use Tretinoin in order not to react on your skin. Everything about Tretinoin is what we're going to be talking about in this video. So you want to make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now before starting, I also want you to know that I have a video here on retinol. Yes, I talked about retinol. So retinol and Tretinoin are kind of the same thing. They are both a derivative of vitamin A. So if you're also considering using or starting retinol in your skincare journey, your skincare routine, then I'll advise you go watch that video even before starting at all, because just like retinol also needs knowledge before you start using. You need to know more about it before you start using. You need to know the do's and don'ts of retinol. So just go watch that video if you want to use retinol, you want to start using retinol in your skin. Now Tretinoin is a very powerful prescription cream, and it's a derivative of vitamin A. Like I said earlier, it's used in skincare to solve a lot of skin issues like acne, dark spots, discoloration, fine lines, wrinkles, uneven skin tone. Yes, Tretinoin actually does a lot of things on the skin. But honestly, if you don't know how to use Tretinoin the right way, you might end up damaging your skin. So let's just quickly look at some things you need to know before you start using Tretinoin. One thing you need to know before you start using Tretinoin is that Tretinoin is very strong. You need to go very slow, like slow and steady. Yes, you need to go very slow. You can use it like you don't want to rush into it so as not to complicate things, so as not to cause your skin to react negatively to Tretinoin, because like I said earlier, it's a very strong product. So honestly, little goes a long way. You just want to use a pea-sized amount of Tretinoin on your skin. Now I will also advise you use Tretinoin under your dermatologist prescription or recommendation because of how strong it is. So you want to follow your dermatologist prescription or recommendation carefully. You don't want to use above your dermatologist recommendation or below. All right, that is how strong Tretinoin is. It's just like you using drug basically. So you need to use it with a prescription or a recommendation, and that is why I called it a powerful prescription cream. Yeah, I also want you to know that Tretinoin can be very drying and irritating. Like that is basically how Tretinoin works. Tretinoin needs to irritate your skin basically before it can treat your skin. So Tretinoin is all about breaking down your skin cells. It repairs the skin by irritating your skin. It helps to speed up the life cycle of your skin cells, makes them divide faster and die faster, thereby revealing a more refreshed, renewed, newer skin. So that is basically how Tretinoin works, and that is why it will irritate your skin, and which is why I ask you to just use pea-sized amount, very little. All right, little goes a long way when you're using Tretinoin because of how strong it is and how possible it is for it to irritate your skin. So especially if you have sensitive skin. Honestly, sensitive skin people need a whole different skincare regimen when using Tretinoin, because Tretinoin is very strong. Though I'm not trying to scare you away from using Tretinoin. Tretinoin is very good for the skin. It works for all those skin issues I just mentioned earlier, but you just need to know how to use it the right way, and that is why I'm telling you all of this. So these are some of the things you need to know on Tretinoin before you start using. Now let's move to how to use Tretinoin. So before applying Tretinoin on your face, you want to make sure you wash or clean your face. And please, when cleaning your face, you want to be as gentle as possible. Don't scrub your skin too much, because it can irritate your skin even before tretinoin comes in to further irritate your skin. So you want to be as mild and gentle as possible while cleansing your face. Now, once you are done cleansing your face and drying your face, you want to wait for 20 to 30 minutes before applying your tretinoin. Yeah, guys, take note, that is very important. You want to wait for 20 to 30 minutes before applying your tretinoin. Now, after waiting for 20 to 30 minutes, then you want to go ahead and apply your tretinoin. Now, you want to take just pea-sized amount. Like I said earlier, little goes a long way. Just squeeze little amount of tretinoin on your fingers. Now, not on your palm, on your fingers, because you're using a little amount. You don't need to put it on your palm again, just on your fingers. So after putting a pea-sized amount on your fingers, then you concentrate it on that area that needs attention. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. You concentrate it on those areas where you're trying to treat. You don't need to rub all the tretinoin all over your face. No, just concentrate it on those areas you have issues with and massage into it. Now, once you start massaging, immediately you start noticing that the tretinoin is fading into your skin. Now, this is one way you can know if you're not using the right amount of tretinoin. So immediately it needs to start fading into your skin. Now, if it doesn't start fading into your skin immediately, then that means you've used more than the required amount. So next time you might want to just reduce the amount a bit. All right, you can basically just try it that way, and before you know it, you already figure out the right amount to use on your face. So guys, I want you to keep it in mind that using a larger size of tretinoin or using more often than recommended or than usual will not get rid of your skin issues, and it will even irritate your skin the more. So that is why I said that you need to use little amount of tretinoin and not as often as you should. All right, so you can just use tretinoin 1 or 2 times a week, especially if you are just starting out. Just start with once a week or twice a week and see how your skin adapts to it, how it reacts to tretinoin before you now go harder. All right, so that is just how you want to use tretinoin for effective results. Also, let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts of tretinoin, what to avoid while using tretinoin. So while using tretinoin, you need to avoid the sunlight. I don't think I need to start saying that again, but yeah, you need to avoid the sunlight. You need to avoid a very cold weather or extremely cold weather. You need to avoid alcohol. You need to avoid using harsh soaps, products, and even hair care products. Yes, because harsh hair care products can also irritate the tretinoin on your face, because once that hair product keeps coming down to your face area, it can irritate that area. You also want to avoid cosmetic products that tends to react negatively on tretinoin. Alcohol, spices, astringents, all these things can react negatively on tretinoin. So you want to make sure you avoid these things, or you avoid them touching your face. Don't let these things I just mentioned to touch your face while tretinoin is on your face, or while you're using tretinoin at all. They can react negatively on your skin and start causing you irritations, like extreme irritations on your skin. Now, I know that tretinoin do cause irritation normally, but if your skin is exposed to all of these products I just mentioned, it can further irritate your skin and you're not going to love your skin at all. I feel like these are some of the mistakes people make, and that is why they keep complaining that tretinoin is damaging their skin, tretinoin is not working on their skin, that instead of tretinoin repairing their skin, is even taking their skin backward. These are some of the mistakes, tiny mistake that most people don't even pay attention to. So I want you to take note of all these do's and don'ts, all these tips, all these things that I told you need to know before you start using tretinoin, and also how to use tretinoin. Very important. Now, another thing I would recommend you to use is moisture. Include moisture in your skincare routine. You know, I said earlier that tretinoin dries out the skin, irritates the skin, but once you're moisturizing your skin, I feel like the irritation will lessen a bit. All right, so just try to include moisturizers into your skincare routine to help reduce the irritation you're going to experience. Now, I know some people might be wondering that when will they start seeing results of tretinoin on their skin. So tretinoin works in as little as 2 weeks, some people 3 weeks, some people 4 weeks, just depending on your skin, depending on how your skin accepts or reacts to tretinoin. So but within 6 weeks you should be able to see visible difference on your skin. So please take note that irritation is like a must when using tretinoin. It is expected. Your skin will be irritated, so you might experience mild to moderate face redness, peeling, drying and itchiness, but these side effects are normal. And as you progress with your application of tretinoin, as time goes by, as you keep applying tretinoin on your skin and your skin starts adapting well to tretinoin, then these side effects would lessen up. All right, but then you want to take note that there are some irritations that are too severe that you will need to discontinue this tretinoin and consult your doctor or your dermatologist for help. Yes, if they are persistent or worsening irritation, blistering, crusting, swelling, excessive redness, temporary change in your skin pigmentation, then you need to discontinue tretinoin and consult your doctor or your dermatologist for help. All right, so that will be all, guys. I really hope I touched everything about tretinoin in this video, but if you have other questions or other areas I did not touch or did not mention, please just leave those questions in the comment section and I'll be happy to reply to your comments. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you've tried tretinoin before, please share your experience with us on how your skin reacted to tretinoin and how you were able to successfully use tretinoin to repair and treat your skin. Please share your review with us in the comment section. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you end up enjoying this video, if this video was helpful to you, please show your gratitude by clicking on the like button. Just like this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.